This is your local station in the West Midlands. I'm KC.
It's just after 7 on Friday the 6th of June. Looks like it's going to be a glorious, warm and sunny day. I've got some great songs lined up for you in the next hour or so, along of course with all your local news and the very latest on the road situation.
We've got an officer request. We've had a multiple pile-up, but the road's completely blocked.
When I received the phone call about Ellie's accident, I was upstairs just grabbing my bag before I got in the car to go to work. At that point in time, I had no idea what I was going to see until I got on the motorway and started to see a tail back. Only when I got to the scene of the crash did I realise that I couldn't see Ellie anywhere. All I could see were 3 ambulances ahead of me, and then I could hear my heart in my ear thumping away because I started to panic at that point.
We got a call for a crew request for a road traffic collision on the M54 motorway. There was a crew that had made scene, and there was one particular patient they were concerned about.
The job came in and it was a multiple RTC, which wouldn't necessarily mean an immediate dispatch for the aircraft. But the land crew gave us an immediate update where the patient was confirmed trapped and was losing sensation below the hips. When we got that information from the land crew, we sent Helimed 3 straight away.
High Costas for Hempstead for you. Got reports
of a RTC multiple vehicles.
Crew in attendance confirmed a 14-year-old female requesting themselves to the medical station. Good record of Juliet 552 Mandrake 156.
When we were in the ground ambulance, they realised that Ellie's injuries internally were more severe than they'd initially diagnosed. I had no idea that they had called the air ambulance. It was only when I heard the sound of the propellers that I realised that they had landed and that they would obviously be taking Ellie to hospital.
The team decision was that Ellie needed definitive care early. We had a potential life-threatening and limb-threatening injury. So what we wanted to do was take Ellie to the Centre of Excellence. And in our region, it's the Birmingham Children's Hospital.
For a land crew possibly to get to the Birmingham Children's at that time in the morning would have been about 40 minutes, whereas the flight time would have been approximately 12 to 15 minutes to Birmingham Children's Hospital.
We were probably on scene for about 25 minutes. And with that is getting Ellie out of the ambulance, getting her into the helicopter, making sure she's packaged with minimal amounts of movement because of the injuries that she had sustained, and hopefully maintain that golden hour standard of care.
I just remember thinking, I don't think I can even walk into this hospital, and I was very, very grateful that, they were all there.
Immediately upon arrival, Ellie was evaluated in A&E by our specialists, and with her evidence of injuries, she was taken immediately to the CAT scanner to obtain more information. This allowed us to understand the nature of her injuries within the first hour of arrival.
I was very concerned that they weren't dealing with the spine and the legs, that they told me that if they didn't operate immediately that we would lose Ellie.
No one expects that they'd have to depend their life on an emergency services like Midlands Air Ambulance, but that day I had to, and I'm extremely grateful to them for that.
the decision making as well as the treatment that we gave on scene and the identification that Ellie was as time critical as she was, I think that's where Midlands Ambulance came to play in this particular case.
The only way that she was able to survive was the fact that the helicopter had taken her to Birmingham Children's Hospital to enable her to get this surgery. Ellie was determined that she was not getting out of that hospital in any other way other than on her own 2 feet, and I think it's testament to her sheer will, grit and steeliness that enabled her to fight the fight that she needed to on several occasions in hospital.
She's come so far and she's doing so well, and to see her parents take such a vested interest in her rehabilitation is phenomenal.
Although I may look like I've made a full recovery, I haven't, but thanks to the Midlands Air Ambulance, I've made the best possible recovery I could have.
I will be forever in their debt because I know that without them, Ellie wouldn't be here.